What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's get into this situation. Let's talk about season 7, episode 6. It is going down at the dinner table, the burn, the roast, the barbecue, baby. Like, OMG. So we get some tea. We get some information about what's going on and what's going down with these ladies, child. It's a whole mess. And we have the showdown between none other than Ashley and Candiace going back and forth. And and Ashley, basically, she's getting her get back, at Candiace. She's feeling a certain type of way about Candiace. She ain't never liked Candiace. None of the girls really like Candiace. Point blank, period. That's just the whole situation. So, Ashley, she had ill intent because she said, yes, she wanted to do it in front of Gizelle. She wanted to, bring up this topic so Gizelle could jump in, but Gizelle did not jump in. Gizelle stayed, she stayed on the sand, baby. She didn't jump into the water for you, Ashley. Okay. So in any event, Ashley's basically saying that she heard that Chris has been in some DMs and they wasn't so innocent at all, like when he was up in her DMs. Okay. And then Ashley is out here telling people, telling the cast, telling us that her friend Deborah that Ashley introduced us to, when it comes to Mr. Chris, he was trying to get with Ashley's friend Deborah. And as you guys know, Ashley has been introducing us to a whole bunch of girls on the show. She's been having her publicist. Now she got Deborah, her friend at the mommy club and things of that nature, child. Okay. And so in any event, Deborah's out here saying that Candiace's husband, Chris, was basically feeling on her booty. Allegedly, we didn't hear from Deborah's mouth yet. We just hearing all the rumors and allegation that Chris propositioned her, because that's what Gizelle said, that Chris propositioned Deborah and he was feeling on her booty and he was, trying to get some. Like, oh my God, like, OMG, like, this is crazy. So we know that when you're a husband on this show, you're gonna get it, and especially when it comes to this show. But hopefully, Chris, there is no proof or no evidence out there that you was actually trying to get with Ashley's friend, because she is filming, she's actually on the show. So therefore, Deborah can be asked the question whether you tried to, get with her or not. Like, damn, they coming for you, Chris. Chris is the number one target right now. It's a mess. It's a mess, especially if he's innocent. They trying to paint him like, Michael Darby, and Michael Darby has really been out here in these streets. So they trying to say, no, Ashley trying to say your man is just as bad as my man. Okay. And Candiace is not trying to hear that situation. She says she's not going to hear anything that Ashley has to say, that she's a liar, that Ashley, your husband likes. And then after Ashley says this, Candiace jumped into, Candiace, and she said, Ashley, your husband likes to leave you and go to a man's house named Bop Bop Boom and suck his dick. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Like, for real? This is what we doing. That's the whole situation. What's up, April? What's up? Black Lavender, how you doing? Candiace could not wait to spill that tea on Michael Darby, child. She couldn't. Look like Chris is getting around these days. Let me tell you, he's getting around. What's up, LSW? How you doing? What's going on? What's popping with your baby? What's up, Black Lavender? Chris, the new target this season. Everybody knows Michael Darby's a freak, a nasty one, and he was doing threesomes with his wife, and his wife was doing that to please him, Ashley, and she's like, she's bisexual. Now she's comfortable saying that she's bisexual and shit, knowing that she did what she had to do to get to what she wanted to get so she can get half of that man's money, and she be all saying she got kids with a predator and a white man. Okay, what's up, Norris, Tony? How you doing? How you feeling? What's going on? So in any event, as you guys know, there's a whole lot going on in this situation. And yes, when it comes to, when it comes to Candiace couldn't wait to say that, baby. But she said that she's been holding this tea for a long time. Ashley did not know what to do in this situation. She's basically, you trying to deflect, you trying to change the conversation. Girl, she's saying your husband would be going to such and such to suck dick. Okay. Ashley did not say no, he didn't. Ashley did not say no, he didn't. And Ashley basically was saying that, oh, you're trying to deflect, you're trying to change the subject. Let's stick to one talking point here, okay? Let's stick to that whole situation. So, in any event, yes, it went down, girl. When Candiace says that she knows a friend, she didn't supposed to say anything. This is supposed to be a secret, okay? And this whole secret is supposed to be someone that works in the industry as an escort, high class escort male, basically told Candiace that Michael Darby seeks out her, or his attention. It's his. He got a ding dong with a doom dong. And so basically, Candiace is sitting here talking about, yeah, your husband would be going down there and giving fellatio on other men. So what you talking about? And then you going down there giving fellatio to women. You eating out the punk gosh. Okay, like what's going on? Like this is all crazy. Okay, this is just like what is happening? What is going on? What y'all doing? What y'all saying? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. And when it comes to Karen, she's basically feeling this whole situation like, this is disgusting. My stomach hurts. We got to go. This is nasty. Let's leave. And I was like, Karen, why are you talking to Mia? Mia loves this type of talk. She loves a good cocksucker. What are you talking about? Karen, you talking to the wrong girl. You got her all mixed up. She's from the streets. Her and her friends is out here getting money tag teaming. Okay, what are you talking about? She is stealing married men and being on vacation with them in Miami. So you turned to the wrong sister, okay? She was enjoying each and every bit of it, okay? Isn't she the one that accused Chris of tossing her salad? Like, Lord, you better. And Candiace is basically saying, I wasn't going to say nothing, but since she went all the way here, so we got to hear from Ashley's friend and what Ashley's friend has to say. And it would be nice to get Ashley's friends and Chris in the same room and basically tell their side of the story. What happened, or what about the footage? Because there should be footage of Chris grabbing her booty or being up in her face. Deborah is not a bad looking girl, but they're also trying to make it seem like Chris only want them light skinned girls. Okay, like they're a mess. They're a mess. And Wendy and Ashley got a little something going on, okay? A little relationship, but we already know Ashley don't like Wendy, okay? And she gonna switch up Candiace's room so Wendy could share with Candiace, and basically being a troublemaker towards Wendy when they just did this event together, and and it seems like Wendy's trying to have a relationship with Ashley, trying to move on from the past, but it seemed like Ashley is stuck in the past. And when Ashley was doing something dirty and low down and grimy as she is, who did she run to first? She ran to Mama Giselle. Everybody want to get mad at Giselle, but Ashley runs to her, and also Candiace runs to her. Robyn runs to her. Okay, so what? So like these girls are putting Giselle as the head mother, or making sure that they're doing dirt on somebody that Giselle doesn't like. Okay, so Ashley at the end of the day, she will burn everybody, including Giselle, but she will only tap Giselle. She will only tap Robyn. But with the other girl, she gonna burn them, baby. So she got her girlfriend on here. Her girlfriend saying Chris wanted to, get with her and proposition her. Like, that's crazy. Ashley, I hope your ass ain't sitting up here lying with your friend. That is just real ridiculous. I hope not, because, baby, ain't nobody lied on your husband. They said they heard him wanted to suck, when it came to Warren Dixon. And then on top of that, there was hotels pictures of him at the MGM and all that other stuff. So everything has been, put out there. So, but now Ashley got one of the biggest receipts, and that's her friend, child. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that whole situation. It's a whole mess. And Candiace is feeling a certain type of way, and Candiace tells Ashley like she needs to watch who she needs to watch who she talking about. Okay, like girl, you need to watch who you talking about. Okay, you need to be watching. You need to watch what you say, making up things. So at this point, Candiace, if she ain't making up nothing, how would she know if her husband Chris was out there flirting and touching, Deborah, the new cast friend of the show, Ashley's friend? Okay, so in any event, Ashley then says, the problem is I hear everything that everybody says about Michael and I process it. Okay, you process it and you let it go, girl. You don't hold his feet to the fire, because he'll tell you, you better fall back. He told your family to fall back. He said he ain't listening to you or your family, because look how you was raised, and he doesn't want none of his kids to be raised like the way that you was and by the people that raised you. And he said, how can they tell him what to do when they don't got more money than him and they haven't been successful? Okay, so you questioning Michael Darby ain't a thing. Okay, this man done got a vasectomy. He's been in Vegas. Now he's in Panama. Now he's in the Bahamas. He's doing his thing, and he ain't got to help you film no more. He did what he's supposed to do, and you got yourself a job. Okay, now he's running these streets, and the reason why you staying up in that house, because you don't want him to move another woman in. Child, what a shame, what a shame. But in any event, moving on from that situation, Candiace responded, well, I'm not going to listen to anything that comes from you and your decrepit, despicable, disrespectful marriage. Okay, so Candiace says, I'm not listening to anything you got to say, Ashley, because what you got to say ain't relevant, because you and your husband is nasty and disgusting. Okay, and so I was like, baby, we getting down to the nitty gritty. And then Ashley said, well, sometimes the pendulum falls the other way, bitch. She didn't say the B word, but she said sometimes it falls the other way. Like it's your turn to roast and burn, you and your husband. Okay, I've been dealing with y'all burning my husband and blah blah blah, which he put himself out there to get burnt. But Candiace come back and was like, pendulum, we don't believe in that shit. Okay, we are Christians over here, so I rebuke you. So Candiace really meant what she said when she said to Ashley, when Ashley said that she sprinkles pregnancy, baby dust, pregnancy dust, baby shit, I don't know, baby something, baby sprinkles, baby something over an envelope or over her name so she can get baby sprinkle dust. So Candiace was like, girl, don't be writing my name down sprinkling nothing on top of it. We don't do them games. Okay. So in any event, you got that whole situation. I was like, ooh, it's going down, huh? Oh yes, the gloves done came off, y'all. The gloves done came all the way off. And she said, I'm not listening to your decrepit. Lord have mercy. I mean, like what? It was really like one of them situations. And Wendy asks, Ashley, what's going on, girl? Like, how do you feel about the situation, about everything going down? Auntie Karen, like, keep it classy. Karen got out there quick. She ran. What's up, Norris Tony? How you doing? Yes, Chris is definitely the new target of this whole situation. So, Wendy is asking Ashley, how's everything? And Ashley responds like, yo, I'm sorry for, what went on. And they was like, she was like, it's all good. It's no problem. And basically Ashley tells Wendy that I wanted to bring this up in front of Gizelle, because when it comes to Candiace, I was at her house and she kept saying Gizelle is phony, Giselle's this, Giselle's that, blah blah blah. So basically she wanted Gizelle to jump in, or she wanted Candiace to address Gizelle and the rumors about how she felt about Chris and what went down at the reunion. And so she was opening this up so everybody can freely talk about it. And it didn't go that way because Gizelle stayed quiet, and then Candiace dropped the bomb that your husband is out here hiring escorts, okay, high class escorts to get some, and going down on them and things of that nature. So which is really crazy. But Ashley said that she wanted to bring it in front of people. And she also says that she wanted to bring it in front of people and let Candiace know that, your husband is being too friendly with everybody. He's doing way too much. He needs to fall back. He needs to mind his business. He's acting way too overly friendly with the girls, and the girls don't like it. or whatever the case is. But also, Ashley, that's her reasons of doing it, but she wanted it to be a shit show. And because if anything on this trip, she could have went and told Candiace, privately. Instead, my friend said this, if she actually valued that friendship, or she was actually trying to move somewhere with Candiace, but she never does. Every time Candiace gives Ashley a chance, every time Ashley and Candiace, try to make amends, one of them will mess up really quick, and it's usually Ashley, in my opinion. And so Ashley did what she had to do, and she brought it up, and she thought it was going to be a windfall. But, it was just, her tea being put on display, and basically exposing Chris allegedly messing or wanting to proposition her friend. So that's a whole situation. Lord have mercy. What y'all think about that whole situation? They got a whole lot going on. The gloves are coming off, and they're coming off too soon and too fast. And then we have Candiace. She wants to sit down and she wants to have this conversation with Gizelle about, Chris. And Candiace basically said, Gizelle, the last time that we talked, I stormed off, but I wanted to see where you at, to see how you feel and how you feeling now, how you feeling today, and what was made you so uncomfortable and being in that room with my husband. Okay. And I was like, okay. So Gizelle was like, well, this is the problem. The problem is I was in a room with a man I did not belong to, and the door was closed, and I asked him to go outside, and he did immediately. So basically, this is what Gizelle is telling Candiace. Like, so listen, I told him to kick rocks really quick, really fast, because I didn't want to be in a room with him because he don't belong to me. So, and yes, Gizelle could have felt uncomfortable and things of that nature. And as we guys know, some of us know, some of us don't know. But when there people say don't be in a room alone with him, sometimes you work at certain places. It was like don't be alone with him in the room. Or sometimes you got some family members and it was like, nope, you better not ever be in a room alone with him. Or people that are your friends and they'll tell you, yo, don't go nowhere with that man by yourself, or don't go nowhere with this person by yourself, because there's some sketchiness to them and they might do some dirty-ish. Okay. But with Gizelle's situation, this is a storyline too as well. And she may have felt uncomfortable, but it's just like it's coming out of nowhere. But she has the right to feel uncomfortable. Okay. But the way that she's using it, she's basically saying that this man tried to lure her into a room, and he basically made sure that her makeup artist wasn't there, because he said goodnight to them first. This is what she told the other girls. And that her makeup artist and her people said goodnight to Chris. They talked, so he knew that Gizelle was going to be alone in the room by herself. Okay. And so when he asked her to talk, she took him to her room, because she thought that there was going to be some people there, and there wasn't no people there. And that's when Gizelle said that she felt like, oh my God, I'm in a room alone with him. And he knew I was going to be by myself, because he had just said goodbye to such and such, because she said her hairdresser called her the next day and told her that, I said goodbye to Chris, so he knew that I wasn't going to be in the room when you guys went there and talked. So one thing is for sure, Chris should have never went alone to talk to Gizelle. What is Gizelle going to give you? Some advice on your wife? How's she going to give you advice on your wife if she can't stand your wife? She don't like your wife. She don't like you either, because she think that you a bum and you're living off your wife's coattail and you don't got a job. And she's also jealous that that Candiace has a mother that is taking care of her, buying her houses and things of that nature. She even talked about you too, Candiace's mother. So why would he go and talk to her? These people, lack, everything, when it comes to people skills and being, just a mess. So in any event, that's what Gizelle said. Then Gizelle also said on the show that, he wanted to talk to me about Candiace and saying Candiace is doing this and Candiace is doing that. What did he want me to jump in and say? Well, I'll treat you better than Candiace. I'll be better than Candiace. A woman should not do a man like that. So Gizelle was suggesting from Jump Street that he was trying to get with her, and she felt like, when he was saying, oh, Candiace this and Candiace is that, he wanted her to somehow jump in and say, I'll be better woman for you and things of that nature. Usually in that type of situation, only way that happens if the woman is interested in the man, and then the man comes and tell her, oh, my girlfriend's this, my wife's this, blah blah blah, and she was like, I'll do you better than that. But it's not that type of situation. So she's saying that he was looking for one of them type of situations. So this is the reason why Candiace is really upset. And I don't know why she's crying. I don't know why she's shocked, because Gizelle has showed her true colors over and over and over. Candiace need to get these mommy issues under wrap, because why do you keep going to Gizelle when you know she gonna burn you at the end of the day? So, but Gizelle has a right to feel uncomfortable, and that's what she said. So in any event, with that whole situation and this whole conversation, baby, is getting down to the nitty gritty. And basically, Gizelle just said, I didn't want to be in a room alone with your husband. Okay. I even suggested, he leave the door open. I don't need these rumors, and so that's what, Giselle's basically saying, that he wanted her alone. And Candiace said, well, I asked my husband, and he said he suggested, that he said that he didn't suggest to go to your room. You suggested to go into your room. So Candiace is trying to make it clear that Gizelle is the one that suggested that her and Chris go in their room to talk. Okay, because Chris, he said he wanted to talk to her, and Gizelle said my room. And this is what Gizelle said. Oh, when I said my room, because I thought somebody was going to be there. And then, Candiace said he even suggested leave the door open because he don't need any rumors either. And then that's when Gizelle jumped in and said, well, if he said that, that means he knew it was improper. So at this point, Giselle's basically trying to say, and she has a point with this particular situation, and she can say, well, if he suggested, let's leave the door open, maybe he thought that it was improper, so he should have left he should have left. When you think about, what, let me leave the door open so somebody won't think nothing, at that moment you should just be like, let me just go, because we're working together, this and that, I don't need this bullshit, point blank and period. But it don't matter, it's too late. Soon he suggested to talk to her, and they went to the room. All the rumors and allegations go from there. So in any event, so Giselle's saying that, well, that means that he knew it was improper. And Candiace asked him, well, you are implying that he had some type of malice intent, for you. So you saying Chris, Chris said that Chris knew no one was in your room, and so that means that he lured you to your room that was empty because he wanted to do something. Then Gizelle said, I did not say lure. And and then Candiace was like, yes, you didn't say that word, but that's what you're implying, because you're saying that he knew no one was in your room, and then he asked to talk, so that means he was trying to get you into your room alone. And then on top of that, you saying that he suggested to talk to you in the room. And he's saying, not that he said that to suggest to talk to you, that Gizelle is suggesting that he suggested to go in the room, and Candiace is saying you suggested the room. And then now that's not good enough. Now you're saying that he lured you to the room because he knew nobody was in there. So you're saying that he has some malice intent, to talk to you alone. And at this point, Candiace doesn't really understand, why this is going on. And Gizelle said, Gizelle said, I do not know, Candiace. I did not want to be alone in a room with a married man. Chris is doing things and making women uncomfortable, and he thinking that they're comfortable, but the women are uncomfortable with him. So she's also letting him know that they're uncomfortable, and it's just like Gizelle, she brought this up to Robyn. And then now, last season, now there's something being used. So now this whole situation between Gizelle and Chris could be something that is nothing, but it's being blown up until like it is something, because now Gizelle is saying that there's this type of intent. Maybe he wanted me to say I would be better, or you should leave her and come with me. And then also she's saying that he knew that she was going to be alone because her makeup artist told him that he was leaving. So she's saying all these things, and now you have Ashley coming up and saying her friend Deborah, Chris propositioned her. That sounds really crazy for Chris to be doing some shit like this. Like, Lord have mercy, okay? And I'm just like, oh, and OMG, like this is crazy. And Gizelle basically said, I don't know what his intent is or whatever, but I just didn't want to be in a room alone with him. And that's just the whole situation. I was like, what a shame, what a shame. I'm like, what? Like this is, this is just going way too far with this whole situation. And Gizelle, she has a point, but it's also she's making a bigger deal out of it, and she's adding layers onto it to like make it seem like he was really trying to creep up on her. And that right there is a whole mess. Point blank period. Okay, that's a whole mess. And Candiace, she basically calls out Gizelle and says that you could have called me, but you waited until you was on a platform to basically tell me this so you can hurt the person that has not done nothing to you, to hurt the person that has been the most kindness to you for no reason at all, for no reason at all. And one of the reasons why women do not come out and say anything is because of women like you that make up false allegations, and they don't come forward when it comes to, sexual assault and things of that nature because of you. And she's saying, so it's a whole situation. And Gizelle said, not today, child. You're not going to play me. You're not going to play no games. Gizelle got in her confessional and said, girl, listen here, child. I do. What I'm doing is making women feel comfortable to say something and to come up to do what they need to do. Because that's what I did. I spoke up against your husband, and I said he wanted to be in a room with me. And now you got Ashley. Now you got Ashley's friend making accusations. So in any event, Gizelle's like, whatever with the whole situation. Yes, this is a whole complete mess. And then you got Candiace, after she gave Gizelle that speech, she ended up crying. She's feeling a certain type of way, like, damn, she's feeling betrayed. And it's like, girl, how are you back here? Even the situation between you and Mo, and you saying that these people didn't have your back, blah, blah, blah. Or then at the last minute, they had your back. Right now, you're supposed to have a deeper skin to the situation. But at the same time, she could be hurt. But why would you be hurt by Gizelle? We all know who she is. Like, you really need to get your mommy issues fixed, because you should never trust. You should never be surprised when a snake bites you. Should never be surprised when a snake bites you. You know what I mean? And then you bragged about it to Ashley, that I know how rough, and I know how dirty, and I know how messed up Gizelle is. I know Gizelle's this type of person and she does this type of stuff. You was bragging about that to, Ashley. And so why, if you bragging about how you know how she is, and you say that Ashley knows her even better because she's even closer, so why would you even trust Ashley? And why would you be surprised that Gizelle accused your husband? This is about money. This is about a show. This is about, I'm keeping the ratings going. I'm keeping the shit going. I need a storyline. And you running around here, even though your man is broke and he ain't got no money, and he's living off of you and your mama and things of that nature. Your mama got her own room in the house because it's her money y'all living on and shit like that. Okay. And Gizelle is just basically like, okay, you give me an opportunity, baby, we gonna fly to the sky with this shit. And she's taking it all. She's not taking it all the way like she wants to, but this is just starting off the season. And then it seems like Ashley got a story. So now it's just, and then Mia tried to throw in that he was looking at her. Mia, stop lying. Stop lying, girl. Stop lying. So, you got that whole situation going on. So I'm just like, Candiace is over here crying, y'all. Like, girl, wake up. Wake up. And then, we're going to have Karen. She's going to be dropping the tea. For real, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Let me check the chat. Okay, so we got some. Put you on timeout. We got these people selling stuff. What's up, Miss T? How you doing? What's going on with you? Let me see. Block these people. Sure. Okay, so let me check the chat. What's up, Raheem Charles? How you doing? She knew he was married and she still went into that room with him alone, child. Hudson, I am sure she thought they were in there, but they left early. That's what I heard. That's what she said, on the previous episode. Raheem Charles, they ain't Candiace or Wendy's friend. Point blank, period. That's all day, every day. Both of you are pleasing to the eyes. Why not stream? Okay, I don't know what you're saying. LSW. She gonna use someone else. What's up, Miss T? Candiace, keep it cute. I was shocked. Did you say Gizzard? Gizzard is my favorite villain. Simone Boss, what's up? Candiace want them to like her so bad. I know, but they don't like her. And they never gonna like her. They liked Mo more than they like Candiace, but So in any event, we got Karen. She goes back to the sprinter and she's basically saying, oh girl, Karen is saying that, well, Ashley done said that her friend was trying to get with Chris at the spring fling and everything. And he was coming on to her. I was like, oh my God. So now the room, Robyn just looking like, who is she? What? And then we have Ashley and Wendy, and then Ashley said, I'm not being vindictive. When I saw my friend, the other day, she asked me, was Candiace and Chris still together? And, she's saying that her friend asked her that because, Deborah, she said that Chris, was trying to get with her. And Deborah is Ashley's friend from the mom's group. Candiace, and so we have that whole situation. So she could have called Candiace. She could have told Candiace on the side if she really wanted to value their friendship. And so in any event, now you got Candiace dropping a bomb on Ashley, basically saying your husband was out here playing a high escort male for services and he was given fellatio. And she said, you can say whatever you want to say about my husband, Ashley, but he don't suck eggplant. Okay. So in any event, Ashley's trying to, kind of vindicate herself and saying she's not vindictive. Ashley, the most vindictive person on this show. You always get your get back. Ashley, come on. You couldn't fathom being friends or being next to Candiace any longer. And and Michael hates Chris. They almost got into an altercation. So in any event, it is what it is. But Ashley is out here in these streets and she is dating. And Ashley might be getting herself a pretty penty. Okay. In any event, she's coming for everybody. And this is Chris and this is Deborah. So Deborah was at the party, y'all. And Chris was right behind her and he got his phone out. So y'all need to drop the footage. True original. All you mother effers need to drop the footage to show us if Chris was feeling on her booty, if Chris got her number, if Chris was offering her inti-munty, okay? We need to know if he was propositioning her. Don't tell us that Michael and Chris got something in common. They like to pay for the pool now, but Chris ain't got no money to pay for the pool now. So he's using Ashley and her mother money to pay for the pool nanny. Oh Lord, have mercy. And this is the girl. This is Deborah. We was introduced to Deborah and we all talked about like Ashley got a lot of friends on the show. Yep. She got her friends to come in with the drama. So that's the girl, y'all. And at the end of the day, Wendy and Ashley drink up, they toast, and they feel good about the whole event. It didn't go as bad as it could have, but Wendy, Robyn did get into your ass. And you did make Robyn look like she was aggressive and out of it, where Robyn had to get up and say, she don't give a damn. She don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how I'm acting, okay? You bringing the hood out of Robyn. But the sad thing is, Robyn ain't going to put her hands on you. Somebody's going to throw a whole drink up in your face, child. And then we have, what's her name? Miss Gizelle. So Gizelle gets back in a sprinter and she's basically telling the whole tea. She was saying, I don't know if Giselle's telling the story right, but basically she's saying everything. Karen's in the back, Mia's right there, and Giselle's basically telling Robyn that Ashley told her, and Ashley said that her friend Deborah, basically Chris was feeling on her and propositioning her and trying to get with her. Okay. So everybody's listening. So now it's like, she's sitting there just dropping all the tea for everybody to hear, because now she's kind of pissed off at Candiace, because Candiace did make her look stupid. Okay. And the line of questioning she didn't like, but at the same time, Giselle has this thing behind her where every woman can say, I don't want to be alone in a room with your ass. Okay. And so you are allowed to say that. If you don't want to be alone in a room with a man or a woman or anybody or children, you have a right to do that. You have a right to feel that way and exit the situation quick, fast, in a hurry. But sometimes people use shit for a storyline at the same time. But Giselle got two things on her side, because there are going to be plenty of women saying, I don't want to be alone in a room with a man, especially women of Giselle's age and things of that nature. Oh, but truly, your man and your woman should be able to move freely without there being anything like, I want to get with you. Like, you should have a secure partner. I mean, you should have a partner that is not going to embarrass you and do things to make you look bad. Okay. And also should cherish your marriage vow, especially, when there's other people around. You should be able, my friends, I'm able to, do our thing. I ain't worried about it. But at this time and point, you guys are still strangers, and Giselle don't like you. And she damn sure don't like Chris, because he don't got a job and he's broke and he's living off of you. Okay. That's what she been saying. That's what she keeps saying. That's what she even told your mom, Candiace. So how are you surprised at how she is behaving? Okay. Yes, Candiace. Yep. Giselle is being Giselle. Now we have Ashley. Ashley's down at the lawyer office, because now she done got some sense. And her sense is that, you know what, I'm going to get an attorney, because right now Chris is, Michael was playing these games with her, and these games that he is playing with her is saying that, I'll show you, this is my offer to give to you and you accept. So Chris is not showing, Michael is not showing her any books. He's not showing her any numbers. He's not showing her any investments. He probably changed accounts into this person name, not person name. He's probably laundering money, through Swiss accounts, different businesses, and other people's business, holding money, buying gold, buying all types of stuff. So you're going to need a forensic analyzer of, people that analyze other people's property and forensics. You're going to have to get a specialist that's in tune with tracing and finding the money, where it goes from this hand, that building, that company, sold off, purchased, and things of that nature. You're going to really need somebody that can put it together. You're going to need one of them nerds. You're going to need one of them geeks with just all the numbers and people that can see patterns and things of that nature. Because every time somebody's committing a crime, there's a pattern, especially when it comes to laundering money and hiding money and things of that nature. So Ashley's basically sitting down with the lawyer. She trying to get her money right. She finally done listened to her family. She's finally done listened to people. And she's talking to an attorney, and the attorney tells her that she's going to get she might possibly going to get child support and alimony and things of that nature. She asked if she had a prenup, and she said yes. But she said from the day that we met to the 8th anniversary is up now, that that any, property or anything that Michael has garnished, Michael has, or he has gained, or he's an increase in any of his business and endeavors, that she will be a part of getting half of that. So they are at the point at the 8th anniversary, and she's ready to get half, and he's supposed to give her a number, and the lawyer was like, he can give you any number. You know what I mean? It might not even be the right number. You need to know his accounts. You need to know what's in these accounts, where these accounts are at. Blase in the third, telling her, girl, don't be nobody fool. You didn't sleep with this man and do threesomes with him for no reason, just to be a fool at the end of the day and sign your name on a dotted line and get a check that you're going to blow through, So in any event, the attorney is saying that you're going to need an analyzer. Okay. And actually asked her about the LLC, because Michael told her it was a good idea to get an LLC and don't put cash down, blah, blah, blah. The lawyer said, no, don't buy no house with that man with no LLC, because he can stake claim to it and take it from you only unless he tells you that it is a gift, and he will pay the taxes, the interest, and everything else. That's the only way you do that, because further down the line, he can claim that as his property and kick your ass out, kick your black ass out, girl. Okay. And so she was like, all right. She's like, all right. So that's a whole mess. Ashley don't care about what Michael's doing. No, she don't. She was like, he's in the Bahamas. He got a vasectomy. Deborah's face is long, child, long and looking like something wrong when it looked like she got a no. So let me stop. Wendy, Ashley ain't your friend. We all know that, but they don't know that. I guess they need to sit down and watch the show. Simone Balls, not Ashley giving Michael all the time he needs to hide the coins. I mean, all the time. Girl, I would have been having forensics on the low. Private investigator and forensics, following activity of money and taxes, just the normal things that won't tip him off. Yes, Simone, giving him all the time to give the money away. Who knows what Ashley prenup states in the beginning? Well, she said it a few years ago what some of the things state, and then they redid it, and then she had a couple of more years. She hit the deadline. She even went past the deadline to the 8th anniversary, so she knows she's supposed to get some money, child. Okay. But she was basically gonna let him do that for her. Okay, like what's going on? And then we got, Charrisse, she's in the building. I don't know how Karen's gonna feel about when it comes to Mia inviting Charrisse and blah blah blah, but Karen can't really say nothing, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And so Charrisse gets her own room because Mia is taking them on vacation, y'all. They're going on a nice little vacation out here in these streets. And so she gonna get her own room. We got Jacqueline there. We found out that Jacqueline, mother adopted or basically housed Mia for a few years. Like this story with Mia and her childhood just keep getting crazier and crazier. So in any event, Jacqueline and Mia are best friends because Mia's mom adopted Jacqueline. But I don't know how that is true because there's some rumors about Jacqueline's mother. So I don't know. But in any event, Mia says that, Jacqueline was there when her father died. She explains, to Charrisse everything about how she grew up and her mother was on drugs. But Charrisse did jump in and say, girl, how's that cancer treating you? And she turned around and said, well, I just got a lump and my lymph node is swollen and they gonna remove it whenever I feel like it. So right now everything's good. Mia knows she a lying ass bitch. Just lie. She don't put that post on social media. Got the girls all riled up. At the early beginning of the season, got Robyn in a tutu. Got Robyn and Wendy going back and forth over a fucking lie. And Gizelle, saying what she said. They all know she was lying. Just lying. And then Mia throws shade at Charrisse and basically says she likes the way that it looks like Charrisse's eyelashes are going to the left or they're rolling or something. I don't know, but she was cracking on her eyelashes. What she say about her eyelashes, guys? Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. We got Karen. She's ready to go on this trip with Mia, out the States. But I don't know. Karen looked like she done rolled her ass up out of bed through that wig. That wig was under the bed. She made Ray get the wig with a broom, pull the wig from under the bed. Then she put that motherfucker on her head and shook it and got in her confessionals. Because Karen, what is going on? What is going on? What's up, Lorraine? How you doing? What's going on? I appreciate you. Hey, Mary Jane and Peace Squad. These lights and bright girls are acting up. Have never loved to hate any housewife as much as they. Gizelle, Ashley is not far behind. Lord have mercy. Lord. So what you said, these light and bright girls are acting up. Oh Lord, you went all the way there. You went down there with the Southern saying these light and bright girls, light bright too much. I have never loved to hate any housewives as much as that Gizelle. Ashley is not far behind. Lord. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that for real, Lorraine. Mia said they are running off her face. Okay, yeah. I knew she said something. I know she said running. I heard left. So she said her eyelashes like they running off her face. Karen is shaking go. Ray stated facts. Yeah, she stated the facts. But they keep giving these girls, the road. They keep giving them Simone Boss, I am dead. These and Ashley's not too far behind. Ashley's always been Ashley. Ashley's gonna get her get back. Ashley, especially when it comes to Candiace. You know what I mean? So it's not a coincidence. Now you got Gizelle saying that Chris had her, tried to get her alone in the room. What he gonna do with you, Gizelle? Them legs don't spread. That body don't move like that. You can't even dance. You got no rhythm. He got that little old Candiace just hopping and dropping all over the places. She's doing the bunny rabbit. She's doing the snake. She's doing the twerk, and she's doing everything on top of the Chris. I mean, she can fit in the palm of his goddamn hand. He would have to do all the work with you, Gizelle. Come on, baby. Does it look like Gizelle do any work in the bedroom, girl? Gizelle laying her back and say, please me because I'm beautiful. That's what they used to tell me. Let me stop. See, don't get me going because I'll start talking shit. So, in any event, but thank you for the donation. So, I can see Gillette trying to lift up Gizelle's legs. She's talking about she's doing all that exercise. When it comes to laying in that comfortable bed, she can't lift them legs go all the way back, child. Them legs ain't going no way back. Gizelle said she got 3 boyfriends. She got 2 boyfriends. She's looking for a young one. Girl, what are you paying them? You know what I mean? Are you stealing your daughter's boyfriends? Like, what's going on, Gizelle? You're doing too much. Stop the lying. Stop the fugazing. And so we get down to Eddie. Eddie's basically telling Wendy, you cannot do this deal with Peter because if you do, we will be broke. We'll have no money. We'll be struggling and you won't have this lifestyle that you live and we would have to sell this house. He didn't say all that, but basically he said it'll be a financial strain that they can't conquer. They can't go through. They can't do it this way. They can't. Okay. So, that's the whole problem. So he's telling her that. And she's basically saying she's going to put the deal with Peter on hold. Okay. You're going to put the deal with Peter on hold. Well, you better tell Peter. Okay. Because it seemed like Peter said he got smoke with you, Wendy. Peter wants smoke. I know y'all be getting on Peter like you better not give him $300,000. But the thing about it is, I don't want for black people to think that they can't give another black person money and do business with them. I know Peter does have a reputation of people accusing him of things, but he paid Cynthia back for everything. And there was some rumors coming out that what's her name, Claudia Jordan, and things of that nature, saying employees wasn't getting paid and he got locked up, blah blah blah. But it hasn't been proven that he done anything wrong, and no one took him to court to sue him for any wages or bad business and things of that nature. At the end of the day, he helped out Cynthia at the end where he gave her more money, and thank God that he helped her out because look, is Cynthia going through a whole nother divorce. He didn't take 1 penny for Cynthia. Anybody could have dried Cynthia clean because she ain't too smart. Hopefully Michael, she married to Michael, right? That dude Michael that got the best friends. Cynthia better hope that Michael don't drain her, baby. But in any event, most majority people stay online, don't give Peter shit. Okay, that's the thing. But I just don't want you guys to have it in your mind that you can't work with black people because sometimes these things go into our head and we won't do business with our brothers and our sisters. You know what I'm saying? Or support them in business or whatever. But in any event, that's the whole situation. So Wendy is going to drop the deal with Peter. And I guess she don't tell him in time enough because he's going to be ready to curse her out. Child. And so then we got your group together. Run, Wendy, run. Gizelle boyfriend lives in her dresser drawer and needs new batteries. Gizelle. So we get the ladies together. And so Gizelle and Robyn trying on clothes that look ridiculous on them. You already know. They just do it for the fun of it now. Now it's just a running joke with the whole situation, the way they dress. And so I don't know why Mia didn't get a big enough mansion because if you guys watch the ultimate girls trip Real Housewives, when I watched it with Kenya and Cynthia, they each had their own bedroom. Like I don't know why Bravo won't pay for the Real Housewives ladies, the ladies that are the main domain, to make sure they book a house where each housewife have their own room. Like nobody wants to share a room with nobody, for real, especially a bathroom. You got Gizelle talking about that Robyn poops twice in the morning. Like, okay, so they road dogs. They best friends. When your friend poops, that's a whole nother thing. So we got this whole situation, and so we should. So hold on, something else happened, I think. So Wendy's husband Eddie asked her, did she take accountability? And Wendy took a little bit of accountability, but the girls wanted her to fall on the sword and get on her knees or explain everything that she did was wrong. So therefore, they feel like when it comes to Wendy, she did not, take accountability. So when it comes to Gizelle and Robyn, they feel like she didn't take accountability at all. And also Mia. So, and also Gizelle told Robyn that, oh yes, this why didn't we dinner, she didn't take accountability, but Wendy said she took accountability as much as she could. They want her to wear the whole thing on her back, but this is why you just don't go in choosing sides, because the side that you choose, look at them turning on you real quick and fast. And I wonder if these ladies are going to have your back, Wendy, after Mia throws that drink in your face. Is Gizelle going to have your back? Is Robyn going to have your back? Is Candiace going to have your back? Is Ashley going to have your back? Are they going to, scold Mia and tell her that she was wrong and that behavior is not warranted and she's suspended from going from trips? Or are they going to stick up for you? They're just going to let it, they're going to laugh in your face. You came on there defending, Candiace, because Candiace got into altercation with Monique. And then, you was like, I really can't rock with you, Monique, because you did this and that. Now you was doing the best thing that you thought was the best thing at the time. Let's see if these girls feel the same way. And I can already tell you how to the no. To the no. So, this is why you have to have instincts, you have to pick and choose your battle, and you have to be able to read people, and you have to be able to decipher. You have to have discernment of things that you put yourself in, because you don't want to be helping your enemy only to have your enemy rob you. You know what I mean? Of course, Robyn looks a mess. Robyn just, she dyed her hair herself. She went to the store and she got the kit where you can pull out the ends with the hat, and she did that shit her whole self. And so in any event, they all, they're talking, and Ashley, she comes to the door, and they talk about, Chris, and they talk about his, texts from Twitter, and they don't like, especially Gizelle. She don't like what she's seen. Okay. She's not feeling, Chris and his text. So right now she's saying the hell with, Chris, and she don't ever want to see Chris again. She don't ever want to talk to Chris again. She don't ever want to be around Chris point blank, period. Okay. And because she's saying Chris is making a mockery out of her. Girl, you think he was just going to be quiet? You just sitting there running it up. You run it up, girl. So Chris basically posted to social media, y'all really not ready for what's about to go down. Call me what you want, but a liar I am not. And if that's the path you choose, I promise you will be sorry. Okay. So Chris is out here with threats. He's pissed off. Robyn says the reason why Chris is pissed off is because Candiace is coming to him and making it all bad and yelling at him and saying this is happening. And so now he jumps on Twitter and he starts talking his mess. So now he's out here threatening people, child. Not black people, just Peter, Miss T. Oh God, I didn't see that. Mia wanted room drama. She did. They don't. Yeah, facts, Raheem Charles. How it is. You know how they gonna be. You give them a door and you keep letting them in. It looks like a wig. It looks like it might be a wig. Chris choose violence. Okay. Yes, Chris was pissed off. Chris was feeling a certain type of way, child. And Chris posted this to social media. So now, when it comes to Gizelle, she's like, she's through too through. So basically, she's icing out Chris. So Chris can't come to these certain events. And Chris likes to be around the ladies. And that's his downfall for liking to be around the ladies, from wanting to be around the ladies. The other husband scatter. One scatter. Michael scattered now because he's been caught up drunk so many times, grabbing people, touching people, saying that he wanted to do fellatio on Robyn's husband, Juan, and things of that nature. So therefore, and plus he's getting divorced from Ashley. Ashley ain't doing threesomes no more. He almost fought with production. Shit just looked too bad for him. He got caught at the hotel with a stripper. He said he kissed her. They got in a cab together. So he's tongue kissing prostitutes and everything. Her husband is a total mess. So therefore, when Candiace says that she know somebody that's a high class escort that Michael Darby pays to give him fellatio, I believe it. I believe it. Because he has a history. He has a history of doing these things. So it is what it is. And Ashley, she had to suck, kick, and do everything she needs to get to the top, baby. And Ashley don't have a moral compass. Ashley don't have no compass. Ashley is just wild out here in these streets. I know she's trying to act like she's nice and sweet. Girl, for you to endure that man, girl, you could have went to school, got an education, made your own money, been an entrepreneur. You didn't have to lay on your back to get the money that you needed. But baby, you realized that other road wasn't a road that you needed to take. So you was down to do them threesomes and have them babies at the same damn time. Have a marriage full of no love. Ashley don't love Michael. Michael don't love Ashley. And Michael didn't even want to come back to her after they separated. He was living his best life. Okay. Michael's going, he got a vasectomy because I bet you he said he ain't never gonna get another mother effer pregnant again. He ain't gonna be committed. He ain't gonna do none of that shit. He's gone. And he's so old, but he's the streets. I mean, her husband's literally the streets. You can say, Michael, where's the party at? Michael, where the hoes at? Michael, where the prostitutes? Michael, where's the gay bars? Michael, where is the peep show? Where is the hole in the bathroom? Michael, where is the tap in the airport? Michael will tell you, okay, his ears is to the streets. But in any event, moving on from that situation. So the ladies are having this whole conversation, and Ashley's basically telling the ladies that she talked to a lawyer. And you got Gizelle like, oh, money. Oh, you talking about the bag? Oh, you got an attorney. It's time for you to get a divorce and get that money, blah, blah, blah. It seems like Gizelle's trying to live through Ashley, because we know damn well Gizelle did not get no money from the pastor because he owed taxes for like 18 years. Owes a whole lot of money. The restaurant he got for their daughters, end up foreclosing or being shut the motherfucker down. Okay, so we already know, she's like, Ashley, girl, you one of us. You're about to get that money. I didn't get it when I should have. Gizelle, at your time and your age, you should have had 4 husbands, and each husband you left gave you that money. Because at one point in time, people put you on a pedestal because of what you look like. Okay, girl. It ain't your fault, but you didn't take full advantage of it. You went and got a pastor with a bunch of kids and no one's had. Okay. That money wasn't coming in like it was supposed to. And you didn't end up bad, though. You're doing it better than a lot of people, girl. Okay. So moving on from that situation, they talk about the Michael situation, the LLC. She's not going to get the LLC, with Michael anymore. And they're like, they looking at Ashley like, Ashley, why you a lying ass B? Didn't you tell us that you already had the LLC in place? Well, she was like, well, I thought it was all in place, but it wasn't in place. Ashley can't keep her lies straight. I thought they was in place, but it's not in place. So therefore, that means I don't even have to go through with buying the house and using the LLC because he can come back and get it, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think Ashley got enough money to buy her own house. Ashley's actually acting like, she don't got no money to get she can't find a house that's comfortable for her 2 kids. Like, what's going on, Ashley? Like, you should be able to be afforded a mortgage. You got a job. Okay, we see you on TV. You pay taxes. Like, why can't you is your credit bad, girl? I know Michael Darby made your credit good. She don't want that responsibility, blah, blah, blah. This is why she laid on her back, okay, to get to where she's at, because these type of things she didn't want to figure out. She didn't want to be responsible for bills and stuff like that. So in any event, so we have that whole situation. And then, they talk about, Chris Darby tweets, and Gizelle's not going to be bothered with him no more. She never wants to see him ever again. And then, they talk about the whole debacle at the dinner, and Ashley was like, yeah, she said this and this and that. And so then that's when Robyn jumped in, was like, well, she told me about that room. She told me about this years ago. She said she wasn't going to never say nothing to nobody, but she actually did. So Robyn is basically dropping the tea. And, and this is why when it comes to Ashley's gonna go all out her way to get Candiace, because now she's being faced again where, it's being pulled out there that your husband's out here. I don't know why she protecting him. If he's bisexual, he's bisexual. Okay. If he's bisexual, he's bisexual. But in any event, Ashley, is just listening to Robyn basically breaks down the story. And she said, well, Candiace told me that she talked to, a male escort, high-end escort, and Michael used to be one of his clients. Okay. And Ashley said, I don't believe it. Of course you don't believe it. Just like Candiace don't believe what you saying about her husband. Okay. So she don't believe it. And if she did believe it, she ain't gonna tell nobody she believe it unless there's unfounded evidence. Now, if Candiace can bring this high-end escort, on TV, that would be gags. I mean, true original, you got some work cut out for you. Can you bring this high-end male, prostitute in, escort? So basically say on national TV that Michael Darby was one of his clients. Okay, if it's the truth, he can't get sued, baby. Okay. If it's the truth, he can't be sued. And then also, we're going to need Chris to have a sit down with Deborah to find out if he was actually torching her and got her phone number and he propositioned her. So we need them two scenes. We need them things to happen. Just to give us a little bit of closure in the situation. So Ashley said she doesn't care. She doesn't believe it, and she really doesn't care. And Gizelle, she jumped in and Gizelle said, I believe it if the dude looks like Juan Dixon. If the dude is Juan Dixon, if the dude look like Juan Dixon, then it got to be true, because Michael Darby loves some Juan Dixon, child. I was like, Lord have mercy. It is going down in this situation. So it's almost seeming like Gizelle is throwing it out there. Well, she's throwing it out there that Michael, likes Juan Dixon and things of that nature. But she's not saying that Juan Dixon likes Michael, but the way that she's saying it, like, girl, what you saying? And then now we got, Juan Dixon involved in a scandal at the university where he coached at, where he's covering up people bullying, a coach bullying a basketball player on a team at the university, sleeping with him, taking pictures and covering it up. So he's being sued too, by the university's being sued. Juan Dixon is being sued. The coach that had the sexual, encounters is being sued. The family saying that Juan Dixon knew everything, knew what was going on. He was informed and he didn't do anything about it. Everybody seen the video and they seen the picture. This kid was being bullied and picked on allegedly. And, nobody did anything. The college university hired this guy that's supposed to be crazy, cray, and he's molested. What person is basically having an inappropriate relationship with a basketball player, forced him in first, catfished him and got some sexual pictures, and then forced the kid to have sex with him. And then once the kid didn't want to do anything else, the coach ended up releasing the pictures to the public, to the whole team, to everybody on the team. So the teammates got it. Juan Dixon got it too. So they didn't do anything about it. They were supposed to. So Juan Dixon is being in a lawsuit. Okay, so this is why Robyn's on 100 every time we turn around. She stays on that 100. She stays feeling a certain type of way, child. What a mess this whole situation is. Crazy. I don't even know which one I got. I mean, just crazy. Gizelle, just crazy. So Gizelle said, if it's Juan Dixon, if the prostitute looks like Juan Dixon, then it is, true. So in any event, Gizelle is through. She's done, and she don't want to have any type of conversations with Chris at all. And that's where she's leaving at. And and when it comes to Robyn is just like, well, I just think it's, I don't know. And she's like, I don't know. She's like, I don't know. I really don't know. But I know Candiace and, Chris, they're using the social media too much. And this is just, Chris is acting out now. There's a lot going on. And, she believes the rumors because she heard him say that he wanted to suck her husband's peen. But she don't want to go there. She don't want to go there. Robyn would never get married. Now, Juan, us having a bad week. Yeah, Juan was having a bad, like that whole situation with Juan was totally crazy. Like, he wasn't involved in doing anything, but the problem is they're saying that he was quiet and he didn't speak up and he didn't say, what was going on and what was happening. And he didn't take the proper measures and this and that. But let's see if, how it actually works out, because the school is supposed to remove that teacher and get that student help. And also the former student does claim that after, everything was dropped, after the, coach allegedly dropped the pictures and the videos, and the whole team knew about everything, that the defendant, the former student, the former basketball player, is basically alleging that after everything came out, he was forced to go to practice. So he was forced to be humiliated, forced to be around that coach again, and forced to be around the players that were bullying him and basically cracking jokes on him and saying, and they all knew that he got catfish and then he had sex with the coach. So you already know. So yes, they ain't getting married no time soon. Hey, what's up, Yolanda? How you doing? So we got this whole situation. So now the ladies are up in a car, and we got Charrisse is like, oh, look how we are seated. Is this planned? Is this strategic? And Ashley was like, oh, I don't see Karen. Karen ain't here next to you. And so then Robyn is asking the question, well, then Robyn says, well, I'm sitting across from Wendy. And, we don't get along. Basically, that's what she's saying. And then, Robyn did state that, she's not the one that's going to, demand not to be, in the same car with some person. So basically, Robyn is accusing Karen of demanding to be in a separate car from Charrisse. So that's what she's putting out there. And Ashley was like, oh, yeah, Karen's not here. Basically, they're drumming up this whole situation with Karen and Charrisse. So we're going to see if Charrisse and Karen actually are going to have it out, an NT event. We shall see. So in any event, they do crack on Mia because Mia, her invitation, she said the top, but it should have been the bottom. So they did that. And then we got Gizelle bragging about D. And Karen, she finds out that her room, she don't got nothing to worry about. So I'm glad that Mia did take care of Karen and make sure she got a good room, even though she invited her into me. Robyn is insecure and miserable. Robyn husband, that's some crazy shit, like, for to even be a part of. Like, that's some whole crazy shit. Like, of course she's not right. Of course she's not right. She's stressed out. Ashley is treacherous and can't satisfy it. Oh, man. Ashley did what she did. She did it up until she needed to do the threesomes. She made sure that prenup and all that other stuff needed to kick in. And then that's when she slowly declined to sleep with other women and do. This is the house. The house looks nice. And the ladies are there. The house is nice. I just don't know why they don't pick houses where they can have their own bedroom. Then everybody gets their room. They're not too happy with their room. Karen got her room on the first floor, so she don't have to walk up the stairs. I was like, but Karen got all them stairs at her house. So in any event, Candiace is not there yet because she's tracing down Trina. And so Ashley, the invitation for, everybody had assigned rooms with stripper names on it. Mia had to go out and do whatever Mia had to do. And Ashley picks up the card, the envelope that has Candiace's room at where Candiace's room is. So people don't know where Candiace's room is at, and they're thinking that she got a solo room, blah, blah, blah. So Ashley takes up the card that was Candiace, and she picks it up and she puts it in her pants, because right now she's pissed off and she's mad because Candiace exposed something about her. So her doing this makes me know that she knows that the rumors that Candiace actually said, as it might be some, it might be some validity to it. Okay, some validity to it, because if it wasn't true, child, you don't need to go hide cards and hide her room, and put her in another room. And then where did she go bring the cards to? She brought the card to her mother. Okay, Gizelle is their mother child. Okay. She brings the card to, that's Robyn. Well, Robyn and Gizelle. That's Robyn, because I seen that bad hair. But I think Gizelle is Gizelle's across from the table or whatever. But so Robyn and Ashley are sitting there, and so Ashley brings it to her girls, and I keep saying this, her girls are, Gizelle and Robyn. So she brings the card over there to Robyn, and they're gonna switch it out. And then Robyn is like, yeah, that's right, because Karen, what's her name, Wendy, don't deserve her own room because she's the nastiest one here, she's the meanest one here. So Robyn is still on that hate you train for Wendy, but at least she was able to ride in the car with her and not do nothing, and not have an argument. So now Ashley is being, petty. She's being petty because of Candiace, but actually she's doing it at Wendy. She's putting Wendy in the mix to it, but I just thought she was being cool with Wendy. No, she wasn't. You can't trust Ashley. One person you can't trust is Ashley. Ashley started all the shit that went down between Candiace and Monique. She was going back and telling secrets. I heard this. She was telling Gizelle that, blah, blah, blah. They was going back and forth. Baby. And so in any event, Wendy is just walking around the room. She's acting happy. She knows the girls don't like her. The girls don't want her there. But she's just playing it off like, I'm not going to let them stop me. I'm coming on this trip. Y'all ain't going to force me out. Point blank, period. Ashley is about to put the card down. We got Wendy smart ass. She knowing something's up, okay? She was like, where is Candiace's card? And lying ass Ashley, Mia has it. I'm telling you, it's Mia's and Mia's hand. So you're seeing what I've been telling you guys for years. Ashley is a gritty, get down, get back. You see Ashley's mother, she's a get back. Her mother was, her mother always stayed in nice homes. Her mother always owned homes. Her mother was always out here scheming and getting it, okay? I don't know why they put her on TV looking like that. She's broke and she don't got shit, but she used to have the money, okay? She used to have a lot of money and houses, allegedly scheming, scamming, and hustling. And Ashley's over here scheming and hustling, and she's doing this at the cost of her newfound relationship with Wendy and Candiace, because she don't give a fuck. And so Robyn and Ashley is sitting by the pool. They're laughing like, oh, yo, I almost got caught by Wendy. And I told her that I said it was, it's in Mia's hands, so she ain't that slick. You know what I mean? She's trying to be slick, but she ain't that slick. And so now Wendy's like, what about the room arrangement? What's going on? Where's Candiace's room? That she's worried for Candiace to make sure everything's good too as well. But her instinct is telling her that something's up. And something's definitely up, and Karen just sitting there because Karen don't want to be there because Charrisse is there. And so now the ladies are acting all pissed when it comes to Gizelle and Robyn. Why are we sharing a room? Why are we doing this? But just because we cool, that don't mean. Karen's like, you guys are always up under each other. So if people want to put you guys together, y'all undid it. And then they cut back to a clip where Gizelle and Robyn basically said that they like to share rooms. They shared rooms before, and then Nicki Minaj was like, "See, I was the first one to open up that scoop." Ashley is acting innocent and pretending, but she's up to no good as usual. Okay, and then Robyn basically says, "How come some people don't have to share rooms?" And basically talking about Karen, and she's upset that Karen don't have to share rooms because she's older. Just a hating ass bitch, and Robyn been a hater. And Karen was like, well, Karen feels that she's feeling the heat. She's feeling the heat and she's thinking what's her escape plan and what she gonna do about it and how they coming at her, okay? And then we got Peter, he's on the phone with Mia, and she was like, we in Miami, we coming down to your boy. And he was like, okay, but tell Wendy I got a problem. Mia is slow, she's slow. It's the wig. Karma is definitely coming for Ashley, Lord. Ashley is vindictive and Michael will serve her karma. Oh, Lord. These women are crazier than the ATL crew. Child, Mia is a fraud and just a blah, blah, blah. Mia got another new face. Child, she got the Monte. Ashley is treacherous and can't satisfy an old man. She can satisfy him. She just don't want to do what she been doing with him no more. Because she did it to him to get to this state where she can take half of his estate. It was never about love. Come on, how can you love a monster like Michael? He considers her family trash. A man that thinks your whole family's trash and how you was raised is trash. He looking at you like trash, and I'm pretty sure he treats her like trash. That's why they in that little small cubby house that they're in, and it's a nice cubby house for like a single person, not two adults and two kids and nannies around the clock. And before, she couldn't even get nannies. He told her, you better do it on your own. Child. She about to take his money. Or hopefully she does. Hopefully she does. Hopefully she takes it. But, I wonder if the amount that she's going to get is going to be worth the years that she had to endure with him. Now, if it ain't worth it, then damn, she should have got that degree and went to start a business, child. She started a business too. She started a restaurant. Didn't it sink and fell? Ashley was like, I'm not cut up for this life. Hey, what's up, Hickerson? What's going on? Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That'll be greatly appreciated. And then we're going to get to the next week episode where they are at Peter's restaurant and Mia throws her drink right into Wendy's face. It hit all of Wendy's face. Her whole hair, her whole face was soaking wet. And Mia did not miss anything. She did not even get Karen wet. Look at Karen. Karen flew back in the chair and she threw that all in Wendy's face. Wendy, child, she didn't just threw that drink in your face, girl. Let me see. Yo, this shit. It's fucked up. Mia threw that drink in her face, y'all. There go the glass. And look at Karen. She's like, whoa. Let me see. Do I still have it open? No, I don't have it open anymore. She just wet her whole face up. Her whole face, y'all. She wet her whole face up. Her whole face. At Peter's restaurant. Wendy gets taken out in Peter's restaurant where she's supposed to give him some money to. This is a mess. And then, it's just fucked up. But why do Mia look good in that red? Like, she didn't miss a beat. Child. Her whole face, you can't even see Wendy's face. Is just, let me see if I can do it. Whole face is like, just like her, the hair is blown because the wine went right into her whole face. Her eyes was open, her mouth is open, and look at it. And she look at the face. Crazy bitch face that she I don't know what Wendy said, but there's nothing that you can say that you're supposed to throw a drink in somebody's face. But yep, she threw that drink in her face. And look how she didn't move her body, she didn't move her neck, she didn't move her arm. She threw that whole drink in her face. Wendy's shocked. She's soaking wet. She's wet with it. Yo. Ooh, child. And Wendy's gonna be basically calling the ladies to do something, and they ain't gonna do a damn thing, child. See, you got to know who you want sitting at the table. She said, she does this for women to sit at the table, okay? And now she's sitting at the table with Mia, and Mia done threw that whole drink. I mean, she just threw the whole drink. I mean, it just like perfectly. Karen was back enough, and Mia didn't move. Look at her stance. Look at her neck. Look at her arms. Just one gesture. Just do that shit. And she did it in red, child. She did it with red lips on. Her lips is red. Wendy's gonna be screaming. They're gonna argue, and you know Mia's gonna get away with it, child. He's gonna get away with it. Shit. From salad to drinks. Wendy face is wet. Her face is wet. See, that's what their husband be cheating. That's why their husband be cheating. So, yep. A whole mess, y'all. So, what y'all think? Wendy face is wet. I mean, if you could just see the splash. I know you guys seen the splash with the previews, but let me see. That's the only thing that sucks about this particular. So y'all, tell me what y'all think. Woo-wee. We got Michael out here. Michael is hiring escorts. Like, how is that not hard to believe? Like, that's so easy to believe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's a male because, you know, Ashley basically has been saying, well, like, Michael cheats or whatever, but it's with women. And there was rumors that it was a male, you know, that he was with a male one point in time. Like, that was rumors about that. But,
I need someone on camera. Oh, me and the girls are here. I'm not gonna lie.
Previously on Family.
Yeah, tell Wendy I got beef with her last year.
Wait, hold on, what?
Hold on, let me go back. That's the splash. That's the Wendy splash.
So, I got Robyn and I got
like 5 places.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure something out. Who else do I know Miami?
Huh? So I got Giselle, I got Robyn, and I got Wendy.
Yeah, tell Wendy I got beef with her last year.
Wait, hold on, what?
I almost had the splash. But that was the splash. You know, they put the sound effects in there. Oh, man, like, damn. What was said, you know? So, you know, when it comes to Robyn, she, you know, Robyn didn't hit her. Robyn didn't throw no drink in her face. Robyn has been very aggressive. But Robyn didn't do this, child. This woman threw a whole drink in her, and she didn't move. Like, she already knew Wendy wasn't going to do ish. And Karen just got her mouth just wide open, like, what? Karen, what you going to say now? What you going to say? So, and this right here is how she had, you know, the glass. And she just swung it over and just emptied the whole glass. It just hit her whole face, her hand, her dress, her hair, and her face. I mean, like, when I say bullseye, this woman had the bullseye. Like, this was no joke. She had that drink all up in her face, child. That whole drink. I mean, and she just tipped it over real like, what you gonna do? And basically she did it like, you ain't gonna do nothing. And I know Wendy gets up and yell probably, but I think she's gonna walk away from that scene without being touched. So, you know, this is, I mean, and so Wendy has our makeup, the eyeliner, the eyelashes, and that's looking, we know from Love and Hip Hop, they tell you that shit burns your eyes. And she got hopefully she was able to close her eyes, and she threw it right into, and that's why Wendy got her hand up. She's like, oh, it just, and look at Mia. She's not missing a beat. Mia is crazy, y'all. Yes, Karen was in the cut. She must have heard. You heard the sound effects? Okay. You heard the sound effects. I tried to just get her right when, so I can catch, the splash on Wendy's face. I can't. Let me see if I can catch the splash. This is bad, y'all. This is bad.
I got Robyn, and I got Wendy.
Wendy, you gotta defend yourself.
Wait, hold on, what?
Oh, I missed it again.
Wait, hold on, what?
I can't get the flash. Oh God, that's the splash, and they put extra on that flash. They put extra. I wanted to get the splash. They put extra on this though. Damn, Wendy, you're gonna need a friend at the show. Ashley got her friends. This is a whole mess. I can't get it. Oh, Lord, they just This is a whole mess. And it's like a big water splash. Like somebody was in a pool and threw water. Like, this is a mess. Child, Wendy, if you don't defend yourself in some way, if you don't go wild out, and everybody that comes in your presence, you don't give them that rowdy, baby, you food for the girls. You food. They your food. They just going to play with you. They're gonna ice you out. They're gonna play with you. Everything. And then if she defends herself too much, what's gonna happen? They're gonna say that she's aggressive. She's a problem. Then Gizelle has the numbers on her. I don't know why the other ladies are too busy beefing among each other to see that the real big problem is your Gizelle and your Robyn, because they get away, they skeet out from. I wonder, is Juan's situation going to be brought up? Gizelle doesn't have a storyline. She don't have nothing going on. She's talking about she's dating 2 young boys. Where's the young boys at, child? Where they at? Let us see them dance. Let us see them rock. Okay, that's not happening. And Wendy's mouth just goes. They're all like, whoo. And look at me as she threw that drink, and after she threw it, she brung the glass back to her, and she's looking at her, and it's almost like, I dare you. Let's see what happens next. What a mess. OMG. Child. Baby, girl. They lighting your ass up, Wendy. Wendy like,
Oh, look at the CEO.
She's like, okay, what does that have to do? Look at Miss CEO. What? Because Miss CEO trying to whip your ass and throw wine in your face, girl. You better be getting your dukes up. You better be ready to fight. You better throw you a glass. You better go get a bucket and throw some water on her ass. Because, child, you talk about CEO. She ain't no goddamn CEO. She don't give a shit about no CEO. She is a hoe from the streets that just threw liquor in your face, and she just tested you. And basically, how you respond to this situation is going to be how all the girls are going to respond to you. So, not you're beefing with Robyn, you're beefing with Gizelle, you're beefing with me, and now 3 people you beefing with. And Ashley can't be counted on, but she will film a scene with you. Karen will film a scene with you. So basically, are we gonna watch Wendy get iced out? It's down tight. Oh yeah, her wig is on point. Her wig stays, but it blows back. Like it's like the way that they edited it. It was like it blew her hair back. It blew her face back. Like, yo, they doing too much. So Wendy, they testing your gangster, baby. They testing you, and Mia is the one that they did crazy ass Mia. Look at Mia looking all crazy after she did it. Just crazy. And you got Wendy talking about, look at Miss CEO. She don't give a damn about being no CEO. She's a hoe from the streets.
You sure you ready for all this?
Yeah, let's go.
So,
Look at
okay, your girl's enraged now. What, Wendy? What did you say to her, Wendy? Wendy said something that got under her skin. I wonder what Wendy said. Wendy, what you say to the girl, because you done brought out the venom. You done brought out the venom. Okay. You done brought out the venom, girl. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Look at Mia's face now. Her lipstick is still banging though. Look, she's trying to get at her. And the other one said, look, Wendy must have said something. Ooh. And this is Wendy responding. Ain't nobody even holding Wendy back. Wendy got a lot to lose, child. That's why you ain't in this. You in a different circle now, child. Look at Mia. Mia's trying to get to Wendy, y'all. And look at Wendy's response. She's giving her the color purple, pointing her finger. If you don't do right by me, you gonna die. So she's doing that. She's saying all that shit. The girl just threw a whole drink in your face, made your lips dry, child. But Wendy can't. Come on, Wendy ain't about that life. I would have snatched Mia's wig and neck after that, and Peter all up in the episode. Yes, he is, child. Wendy is about to go through it. She's about to go through it. You know she's about to go through it. It looks possessed. I know. Mia needs a butt whooping. Look at Wendy. Wendy's just like, ooh. Poor thing. She's about to go through it. Oh yeah. Oh, they're about to spin the block with her. Like Mia gonna spin the block. You know. Robyn has already been spinning the block on her. Gizelle really gonna spin the block on her. She's gonna go through it. She's going down that lonely road, child. And this happens why does this happen? Because none of the girls actually team up against, the two threats. The threats is Gizelle and Robyn. You know what I mean? Because they get away with murder. They do whatever the hell they want to do, when they want to do, how they want to do. If they want to talk about your marriage, talk about your husband, talk about anything, they will, and get at you and basically do whatever they can do. Instead of the girls trying to, get at them and tear them down, they start tearing down each other for Gizelle and Robyn to get the okay. And so the reason why Gizelle and Robyn always stays on top is because no matter what, I believe Gizelle and Robyn have a bond as far as, you know what, we'll tear down these bitches before we'll tear down each other. So no matter what, no matter how stupid Gizelle says, talk shit about somebody or whatever, or Robyn or whatever, the same vice versa with Robyn, they're never going to tear each other down. They're going to make sure they tear y'all down. So they have backup. Y'all don't have each other's back. And so therefore you're too busy fighting among each other when Gizelle's been running to the bank laughing at y'all. Mia committed assault. Lord have mercy. And Wendy should have committed assault right back. Just because I got book sense don't mean I won't put these paws on you, but it is what it is. So we have seen this before. We've seen it done before. Has been done plenty of times on this show. Wendy's about to go in it because the two main original girls got beef with you, okay? And then now you got a new girl that got no sense, and that lies all the time. She got beef with you. And she threw that drink. I want to know what Wendy said. Child. Wendy can't do nothing right. Wendy, where is your friends? Gizelle and Robyn are agents of chaos. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. And Wendy was like, I'm going. Y'all ain't gonna stop me. I'm going. So girl, you gonna go through it. This is insane, child. It is a mess. Mm-mm-mm. And let's not act like Wendy's a likable person either. You know what I mean? She's not likable. She called her a whore.
Hello there. How you doing? You in Miami? So you know me and the girls are here, and I want to bring them by the bar tonight. You gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm here. How many people at the party?
There's 8 of us.
Okay.
So I got Giselle, I got Robyn, and I got Wendy.
Yeah, tell Wendy I got beef with her last year.
Wait, hold on, what?
Oh man, I keep missing that part.
Oh, look at the video!
Then you got Mia getting loose. She got loose. Mia got loose, ready to get loose. She ready to fight you, child. Okay. Are we gonna have a second fight on this show? Are we gonna have a fight at the reunion? What is going on? I know Wendy was like, damn, I didn't know it was gonna be like this, girl. I know you didn't. But they don't see it for you. And then Mia gets let go. And she's moving up towards Wendy, trying to get at Wendy. You got first the girls are holding her back. Now she got a security guard holding her back. Golly. It's going down, y'all. We're going to watch. We're going to see how Wendy's going to weather this storm. We're going to see. Wendy says something about me lying. Me and Peter are now friends. Really? Yes, sir, girl. Peter needs to stay out of women's business. He ain't never listened to Nene. He ain't going to listen now. Thank you, Free. Miss T said the same thing. Candiace and Wendy need to team up, child. They do, but you got Wendy running over there with Ashley. And Ashley's a low down dirty one, too. I think she's more dirtier than Giselle. I wonder if Giselle will call Mia a liability like she did Monique. You know that's not going to happen. Mia did them a favor. Now, let's not act like Mia don't know how to play this game. Mia's been playing this game, making up the cancer shit that she allegedly has. She made up all that shit. She don't have nothing. She's acting nonchalant about that. Then she accused Chris of staring at her and he wasn't. Then she said that, Chris ate her salad out. She tweeted that. Then she said she had the cancer. Then everybody talks about the cancer. So basically she's setting up her storyline. It's all make believe, and setting it off, and everybody's falling for the storyline of her cancer. So they're going to confront her. If she's confronting her about the cancer, which the cancer is a lie, so why even confront the lying bitch about cancer? Okay? If the rest of them want to go through with it, all right, let them go through with it, okay? Robyn was calling her out. When Robyn was calling out, what did Wendy say? Wendy said, I give her the benefit of the doubt, blah, blah, blah. If you said that bad thing about her, once you stand on what you said that she was a liar, which is true. Now Wendy's getting into it behind Mia when she was basically trying to defend Mia, even though she don't like Mia. And then 5 minutes after that, she get caught on the mic. She get caught on the mic talking about, yeah, Mia is a liar. So therefore, Wendy shouldn't have fell into the trap. She fell into the trap when she basically accused Robyn of, not being a good person and not being a good friend and being judgmental and accusing her of being a liar when they all thought that she was a liar. And then they argue about that. And then she admitted on the hot mic that, yeah, Mia's a liar. Now, if Mia and Wendy get into the argument about her lying, like, she's a liar, she's going to continue to lie. So what's the point? And the people at the table are going to, they know she's lying, but they ain't going to go against her for you, or they're not going to help you with an argument. They're definitely not going to stick with Wendy on anything because they don't like Wendy. And everybody wants to see what Giselle and Robyn got to say. They run the show. People can say what they want, but Giselle and Robyn run this show. and the girls fall accordingly to it. Only person they couldn't get down and out was Karen, okay? And now they're coming for Candiace, and Candiace is gonna have to fight too. She got a battle coming too, and Ashley got a battle coming if Candiace can get that male prostitute on this show, child. Ooh, and then if the producers can get Ashley's friend Deborah to basically sit in the room with Chris and they talk about it and they show us the footage, then this shit would be lit. Okay? It would be lit. Patricia is back. This shit would be lit. So we shall see. And then Robyn, we know Robyn is going through all types of shit. Giselle's lonely. Because ain't nobody bragging about 3 men and you don't bring them on camera. None of your relationship don't work. We don't see you on IG. We don't see you anywhere with them. You can keep it a secret like you say you keeping a secret, but Gizelle, we don't believe you. Okay. And Gizelle been getting away with murder for years. Like she, just like Dr. Heavenly get away with murder on Married to Medicine. Never have a storyline. Just talk about other people. And Candiace, you and your husband need some help. Y'all need some help. Because I don't know why you're confiding in these women, and I don't know why, when it comes to Chris, that you trying to talk to these women. You should be grown enough to know better. Like, you don't, your wife has been beefing with them. She's saying that the IVF and all this, she's been beefing with them, and you know it. And you even tried to hold her back, and you was holding her back, and you guys got into a fight because she was trying to come after Ashley. Why would you even text Ashley? I mean, why would you even hit Ashley up on her story when Ashley was coming after your wife, when her husband came after you? You can be cool on the show, but don't try to make this personal. So you guys so now Chris then gave Gizelle a storyline. She's running with, that broke ass dude tried to get with me. And now you got Ashley saying, my friend, Chris was trying to solicit my friend. With whose money? With Candiace's money, child? This is a whole embarrassment. Robyn needs to go. One situation with Coppin State may make her a liability for the show. That's probably why we haven't seen him. But it's a lawsuit against the university, 2 players, the coach that had sex with the student or the college student, and then Juan Dixon. So I don't know. We'll see if it plays any part to it, because we just got, sometimes these court cases don't even see the light of day. They don't even go through. Usually there is a settlement or whatever the case is. If this kid got the proof that he was catfish, you can prove it and prove that the coach basically blackmailed him and doing a sexual videotape and things of that nature and had sex with the student and blah, blah, blah. Then boom. And this is why Juan still has his job, because if they fire Juan or they fire people, then it makes it look like that somebody on their somebody at the university was guilty, because the kid is the college student and his parents are bringing a lawsuit against the school and the coaches and some of the teammates. And Juan is listed in there, and the parents are saying that they spoke to Juan personally, and Juan told them that the dude, he's crazy. The university knows that he's crazy. And, he has issues and blah, blah, blah. But the kid said, Juan knew what was going on and said that, I know what's going on. I know what's happening, but nothing was done about the situation. And the kid said that Juan told him that he had to come to practice the same day the videotapes, the pictures and everything that was released, that the basketball player with the coach, everybody knew that's the team, and he had to show up and play, baby. So there's a whole lot of liability going on. We're going to see what's going to happen. If they kept Michael Darby on the show, they need to keep Juan on the show, okay? If you kept Michael Darby, they need to keep Juan. The show was filmed months ago. Yeah. But this story took place in the allegations came out that this was going on in 2021. 2021. So this has been something that has happened in the past, and the kid just finally bringing a lawsuit against the college So we shall see, y'all. We shall see. So peace and love. You guys have a wonderful week. I will see you later. You guys have a blessed night. Good night. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Peace and blessings to all my peeps and my peoples. May you guys have safe travels on the highways and byways, and have a blessed Monday and a good Monday. Good night. Much love to my peeps and my peoples. Peace.